Let's break down Taskrabbit.
Yeah.
We always ask people that sit here, as far as Taskrabbit, what have you done and what are you guys going to do? And why do you think you'll win in this space? It's a very kind of a unique business model, but it's quite a niche business model. I mean, neighborhood is a big thing in your vocab, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. It's all about being neighborly to us.
But for people that don't know anything about it, what do you guys do?
Yeah. So, you did it. You kind of hit the nail on the head. But Taskrabbit is an online and mobile marketplace where you can outsource your tasks to vetted, verified people who live in your neighborhood. So that's on the client side of things, right? And so our clients are typically 25 to 45-year-old women who typically have kids in the house or have really busy careers, right? So they're doing it all themselves. And, our motto is, every superhero needs a sidekick, right? So we're trying to develop a way in which, you feel comfortable, once again, relying on your neighbors for things. If you think about the times where, like, I remember when I was a kid, my mom was out of eggs, like she would call our neighbor and like send me over to their house and I would go pick some up rather than running to the grocery store. Like that, you can probably point at a few things why that isn't the case anymore. I think like the internet is definitely one of them, right? So we're so used to not having these in-person interactions. But we're trying to create a world in which like we can create online interactions and bring them offline. And it's this really beautiful thing when it happens, right? But then on the other side of things, I work most closely with our taskers here in London and also in the US. And the really cool thing about that is like it's a group of entrepreneurial people who have decided like 9 to 5 is not really for them. They would rather choose when they work, who they want to work with, and choose the jobs that they do. And it creates these really beautiful offline interactions where you're getting to meet people that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to interact with.
What are some typical transactions on Taskrabbit?
Yeah, you mean task-wise?
Yeah, just so people get an idea, like what would someone do?
Totally, yeah. So our 3 main categories, right, are handymen, house cleaners, and then just general PA work. But these aren't like your typical house cleaners or handymen, right? So some of the my favorite stories are, Chris Ma, who is an ex-VP of marketing at Macy's in the States, right? When the recession hit, he lost his job. And was looking for something to do on the side. And he just started doing Taskrabbit just to make a little bit of money, get money rolling in. And he never self-identified as a handyman. Like he knew he was generally handy, but didn't ever say like, oh, I could go be a professional handyman. He was getting hired on the site by women who were either like too busy to hang photos in their flats or to build things around the house. IKEA furniture is really huge assembly. Yeah.
Is that tricky?
Because we all hate it.
Yeah. Okay.
And so then he started doing it and realizing like, wow, I'm making really meaningful income doing this. And I'm getting to meet really awesome people. And then made the decision that he was going to be a full-time TaskRabbit. And we, see this over and over and over again where, you have this entrepreneurial spirit that you didn't know was there before. And that TaskRabbit really gives you the ability to tap into that.
So you breed entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And do the TaskRabbits get paid through TaskRabbit, or do they just receive cash or get paid outside of TaskRabbit?
Yeah, so that's another benefit of TaskRabbit compared to a lot of other services that are out there is that, let's say you and I work together, the money is securely transferred from the client's account to the tasker's account, and then we take 20% of every transaction.
So is it like an Airbnb type thing where you pay ahead of time, or do you pay after?
You don't pay until the task is completed.
Okay.
Yeah.